Good morning, my dear children. This is P. Vasantakumar, social teacher from DAV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Naltur. Children, today we are going to learn Atmosphere Part 4. In the previous session, we learned describe the types of wind. Learning objectives of this part. By the end of the chapter, you will be able to identify the variations between weather and climate. Now let us start. Weather and climate. My dear children, perhaps you have heard of cricket match being postponed due to bad weather. You may have had to postpone your own games due to rain or excessive heat, saying the weather is not suitable. And you may have also heard people say this year the monsoons are on time. The prices of most fruits go up when they are not in the season, but come down when they are in season. You may also have heard things like the climate in North India is not suitable for me. Actually, these two words, weather and climate, are very important concepts in geography. They shape our lives in many ways, and many people confuse the terms and say weather when they mean climate and vice versa. You will know the difference by the end of this section. Climate and weather mean the atmospheric condition like temperature, pressure, wind, humidity, etc. of a particular place. Though both these terms refer to the atmospheric condition, technically they are not the same. The atmosphere is very dynamic. It moves up and down and horizontally in all directions. As it does this, its characteristics change. It may get warmer or cooler, wet or drier, etc. When we describe the condition of the atmosphere for a small period of time, usually about 10 days at most, weather can change daily, even within a day. The definition of weather, it refers to the state of atmospheric condition of a particular area at any particular time. Climatic descriptions are based on decades of atmospheric data and finding the averages of them. Climate description tell us what conditions are for a given time of a year, but not on specific days. Climate refers to the average of the atmospheric condition of a much larger area and follows a similar general pattern over several years. How do we describe the atmosphere? We use temperature, pressure, wind, humidity, and precipitation. These are all called the elements of weather. These elements interact with each other and influence the atmospheric conditions like the direction and velocity of wind, amount of insolation, cloud cover, and the amount of precipitation. The word temperature is defined as the level of hotness or coldness that an environment or a body has. Temperature is measured using a thermometer. The normal temperature of a human body is measured as 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37.0 degrees Celsius. The temperature on the Earth's surface decreases as we go higher in altitude. For example, you compare temperature patterns for Panaji, Shimla, and Delhi. You also learn that in earlier class, Shimla, being at a higher altitude than Panaji and Delhi, had cooler temperatures. On Earth's surface, as you go higher in altitude, the temperatures decrease. Now, second element, pressure. Pressure is the continuous physical force exerted on or against an object by something in contact with it. In fixed mass of gas, temperature and pressure are directly proportional to each other. Pressure directly proportional to temperature. Pressure by temperature is equal to constant. Now third one, that is a wind. Wind is the flow of gases on the surface of the earth due to differences in atmospheric pressure. Wind usually flows from higher pressure areas to low pressure areas. Now, fourth element, humidity. Humidity is a quantity representing the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere or in a gas. At any given temperature and pressure, the maximum amount of water vapor is less than that is required to saturate in air. During high temperature, water vapor is an important component in the atmosphere that makes us feel sultry and sweat. This indicates humidity is high. But not all places are similar in this respect. Some places feel very dry, example, desert. The moisture, that is the water vapor, in the atmosphere is derived from the water bodies through evaporation and from plants through transpiration. High humidity or sweat doesn't cool us because it cannot evaporate. In low humidity, we also feel more thirsty. Humidity is expressed through the concept of relative humidity, which is a ratio expressed in a percent of the amount of atmospheric moisture present relative to the amount that would be present if air were saturated. The humidity of the air, that is, the amount of water vapor, is measured using hygrometer. The relative humidity is directly proportional to the amount of water vapor and inversely proportional to the temperature. The dew point is the temperature at which air is saturated. Here saturation means holding the moisture as much as possible with water vapor. A saturation level is a level at which the atmosphere has 100% relative humidity. Now let us learn forms of precipitation. Precipitation is a form of water that is released from clouds and reaches the Earth's surface. Next session, we will learn, explain the forms of precipitation, classify the types of rainfall, define condensation. Thank you, my dear children.